to discuss with you getting two issues. Going live to discuss the fact that we have free supplies for the garden. This is pine needles. This is very important, very healthy for the garden. That's just one of the many things that we can come to the garden and get free supplies with, right? The next thing we can do now, besides the pine needles and the pine cones, that's free of charge, right? As you can see, you can get your exercise in, right? After you finish picking, bagging up your free pine cone, right? As you can see, I brought a little bag, but when I saw the amount of gardening supply and possibly compost material for my garden, I had to whip out the plastic bag. You know, you should always have a bag in your car to get additional anything, whether it be to cover something so that it doesn't wet your trunk, or for it to get your pine needles and your pine cones, right? Then I went to, what's that, coffee place, right? Starbucks. And got my free coffee ground for the garden, right? Okay, then, of course, you know it's going to be cold, right? So I bought some extra blankets from my greenhouse from Harbor Freight. And I also got some extra heavy tops from Harbor Freight for my gardening, right? Then I got reduced 50% off blueberries, right? Blackberry, figs, right? And raspberry. They're all at Lowe's for half price, which they were originally, let me see here. This is strictly an informative live, right? Hi Crafty. This is just a quick live. I'm getting brave, girl. I'm getting braver than ever. This is $14, right? $14.98. So at Lowe's, they're $7, right? If you have a military discount, you get an extra 5% off. If you have a Lowe's card, you get an additional 5% off, right? So every blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, and fig, this is hardy fig here, I got 50% off. I'm going to keep checking because I like the 90% off better, right? Then a lot of my plants are coming inside. I plan not to take out the dirt from them. I got these river rocks. What I plan to do is put the tool over the base of the plant and then put triple the tool. Then put the river rocks on top of it so those bugs cannot escape that plant pot. Because once they come in to the house and it warms up right away, you know they want to say they're going to germinate their eggs. And so this is why I came live, because I'm running out of space on my phone because I do so much. Everything I see, I videotape. So that's big. Crafty Leah, Presbyterian. How you doing, girl? Nice to see you guys in the live. We're not going to hold you up because tonight is Hands in the Dirt. So, yes, thanks for coming in. You get to see me. I'm learning how to operate the how to operate the phone. But I wanted you to see all these is the free pine cones that you can put in your garden, and it gives back to your dirt. It reinforces. If you have blueberries, blackberries, there may be some acidity that's attached because these trees love to grow in acidic soil, but it is said that they do not put out acidity in the dirt. So free compost, you can't go wrong with that by the grace of God. Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm so glad you guys clicked on. I'm not a live person, but as you can see, I have the grandkids with me. So while they're playing, I'm collecting compost. I'm doing double duty. We can't just do one thing. We got to do a couple of things because time is just so short. Well, blessings, everyone. And I'll see you tonight in Hands in the Dirt and Bougie, and hopefully Nikki's back from her vacation. Okay? Blessings and thanks for jumping in. It's not hard, it's not easy to go live, but I appreciate how great you guys are at it. Hi, Pink Hibiscus. Girl Dad. Oh my God, when you all popping like this, y'all make people want to stay live for a long time. But I didn't even have a title for this live. This is just showing compost. This is just showing things, supplies for the garden that you can get for free. Because my middle name is Free. So I just wanted you to see that I pulled my bag out and I filled it up with all the pine cone. And also too, Lowe's has a sale. I'm just repeating myself at this point for those who came in a few minutes ago. Lowe's have a 50% sale on blueberries. Because yeah, even though I have J Tree's blueberries, I'm trying to create my own orchard also. I have already 4 blueberries. So these additional 3 blueberries will make it 7. So if they keep having sales, I'll go back. If they have 90%, I'll go back. I ain't prejudiced. I like me a sale. And then I have me a hardy fig back there. Yeah, it's a hardy fig. And I have a blackberry, thornless blackberry. So as you can see, I brought a little bag to get the pine needles. But then I realized there's so much supply out here, I needed a big bag. Okay, well, great to see everyone. And thanks for popping in. And I will, right, yes. You have to consider yourself very lucky if you see any more fruit trees in the box stores, And I can say that when I purchased blueberry trees from Lowe's, they have produced and they have been healthy and they have lived. So that part alone speaks volume. What's the temp here? I believe it's like 45. Yeah, 45, yeah. But of course it's going to drop. This whole week is going to be 45 to 55. At 12 it's 55, then it goes back down to the 40s. That's not too bad. I'm afraid of the 30s and the 20s. So that's why I went shopping to get some extra top. I got some extra blankets for the biggest ones I could find, and then I got the heavy duty tops to cover my greenhouse, and I got the free Starbucks coffee grounds. So I've just been doing free all week. You know what I mean? I'm stocking up, and then I'll just after I'm finished my runnings on this side of town, then I'll head on back to New York, where the garden is, with a bigger garden. I have a small garden here and a bigger garden over there. So that's pretty much. Hi, Dora. How you doing? Hi, Wellness. How you doing? This is some of my places that I exercise, Tashara and Dora. I walk here too. This is a park that I get my exercise in. Because of Wellness and you, Dora, I am adding exercise as a priority to my schedule. Besides gardening, besides getting free supplies, you get the pine needles and you get the pine cones, free supplies, get my exercise in, babysit my grandchildren, and just touch base with everything that I can do to be free. Hi, Candy K. How are you? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my... Devora, wonderful. It's so great to see everybody. Most of the times I'm in the chat with you guys, You are my tribe. You are the people that focus on everything that I love to do. Garden, positivity, you know, make myself better. You guys are it. So I appreciate you coming in. It says add a question and answer sticker, but this is just a quickie. So we're not doing none of that tonight, today. We're going to do that at another time. But thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. And we see you guys in the YouTube streets. Tonight I'll probably check out for Who Has Lives. Besides hands in the dirt. And Dora, you're always on the beach. So, but well, what's the temp in Australia, Dora? You know, I enjoy seeing all your lives. So, God is so good. I'm not able to get to Australia yet, but watching you on the telly, on the YouTube, you know, that's as good as we can do for now. All right, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you soon. I don't know how to get out of here, so forgive my fumbling. Oh, yeah, I think this is it.